Boom.
So, do you think that vampires poop? Think about it. Think about it. No, think about it. Because they only drink blood, and you only drink. You don't. And also, blood has no all the time.
Sure. Okay.
Think about it.
I'm not
See,
gonna light you up. Okay. Yeah. 'Cause
I
am
warned
thinking
you.
about it
Now you got to think about it.
Thinking about it now.
All proteins.
They're probably, if they are shitting, it's probably once every like, I don't know, like 6
year.
months.
Yeah, and it's just blood.
It's just whatever is in blood that they don't need to eat.
Technically,
It just looks like blood clots. You shit blood clots.
there's a go back.
Well, that's what and what we do in the shadows, that's what they do.
Trash.
Yeah, and then they get drunk. You gotta.
That's the vampiric Bible.
I think you just need to speak up.
That's the vampiric.
There you go.
Gotta project my voice.
Yeah, you can't just mumble. Yeah, so being a vampire, I don't think it would be as cool as people make it out. Like, I think it would fucking suck.
Outside during the day.
You can't. Yeah, sure. You can't enter somewhere or without the direct permission of that person.
Yeah, but I don't like people.
But anytime you needed to go anywhere,
can you have permission to come?
You can ask.
I'm like, you know how they can control them inside?
I don't think so. I think they have to let you in.
What if you're already outside and claim you?
I don't know. Maybe they do need to think these things through
a little bit.
Maybe they just got. Maybe we holocausted
all the fucking
vampires because we were sick of their stupid ass culture.
We didn't say that. I think vampires still exist.
I mean, obviously vampires aren't real, but I think like the fable or like the story was based off of like some old person.
Fuck. Funny, they're real.
They're real.
The hell will die
on. Right on. What else is real? Die on.
I think there's a chance vampires are real because of the amount of people that don't believe.
Dude, your mic is like not picking up.
I refuse. Why isn't it picking up?
I don't know. It's frustrating as all hell.
Is it better now?
I think you just need to be louder.
Okay, fine. I'll try and be louder.
There you go.
Keep going. You say something.
About vampires?
Yeah.
I don't have a goddamn thing about vampires.
You'd rather be a vampire or a werewolf?
Definitely a werewolf.
But you live less time. Werewolves don't live for eternity. They live like 200 years.
You want this bullshit to go on forever? You want this shit just to ride on forever?
And go out there on vulnerable.
No, well, that's fine.
I don't think enough vampires are killed.
You could just walk around and live a normal life as a vampire or as a werewolf and know, okay, every 30 days I'm going to wild out. I'll chain myself up so I can't
travel to a third world country and just bull.
Yeah, you could go to like Cambodia on the first full moon, dude. You could kill like 250,000 people. I don't think they have a police force.
You could go. They don't have a military.
No, they don't have anything, dude. They just
avoid the United States bases.
They just have people running around in sandals screaming. You're just
how long after like werewolves become prevalent and like they're awakened to society?
Like nowadays?
Yeah.
I think like 15 minutes.
Because they'd have to be made. No one just had silver weapons.
I think people would start manufacturing silver weapons
immediately.
Yeah, like
but
an
it would
hour
still
after
take a while.
That fucking announcement.
I just think it's weird because in True Blood, vampires come out in group. There's only one group in that. I feel like that'd be a way more popular opinion. And like the shit.
It's just your mic is just cutting in and out.
Why? I'm trying out.
Are you?
Yes. Trying to be.
I don't know, dude. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this bullshit.
All right, let's just keep going and we'll play it back and see.
Yeah, you just gotta just stay up on the mic.
Okay.
All right, let's see what I got on the list. I'm fucking exhausted.
Yeah, why are you so tired? Having all the energy.
What energy?
I had energy this morning. You were flying through the fire.
Motherfuckers took it from me.
How did we take it from you? You're just
asking me, saying too many damn things.
We didn't.
Words, a lot of words.
You're ridiculous.
Okay, so I was looking at Reddit and I was seeing some shit about people who huff paint.
Yeah. Awesome stuff.
If you just want a good Google, go ahead and just Google huffing mugshots. Dude, they are the most hilarious. It's just people who are like just drug addicts and they have paint all over their face.
So they get a mid-huff?
Dude, they get a mid huff. Let me show you this
How do
guy.
you blood test for pain?
I think whatever whatever is
Well, it is.
whatever's inside of them is fucking them up. But you'll see people who like huff like professionally.
What do you mean professionally? What's a professional huffer?
People do it all day, every day, baby. But they only fuck with gold and silver paint.
Why?
Dude, there's more of whatever gets you high
In gold and silver?
in gold and silver paint. Check this winner out. This
looks like he looks like the guy from The Office. In The Office, golden face.
Yeah, he does. Here, hold on. Look at this fucking guy. It's just this guy is covered. The only thing that it's like he was wearing glasses or something, but his glasses had to be covered in fucking gold. Like he's just spraying
like
fucking
science stuff. It wouldn't go in his eyes. You don't want paint in your eyes.
No, you don't want paint in your eyes.
But he covered his fucking eyes. You're ripping on him for having glasses on, dude. He is protecting his eye. You want to see the hallucination?
Wearing fucking swimming goggles, bro. 1,000%.
He protected his eyes.
If
you gotta protect your eyes.
Yeah, that's true. You gotta protect your eyes. If you're ever walking down the street and you see a pair of fucking like kids swimming goggles and they're just covered in gold paint, you know exactly what was going down in that.
Someone was partying over.
Dude, someone was eating paint, dude, and loving life.
How much does it take?
How much money does it take?
Yeah, like $7.
Yeah, it's. I mean, they vary.
How often do you think they goggle raids? That's tools.
Goggle raids?
Yeah.
What do you mean? I worked at a pool.
Goggles. How often do huffers go on goggle raids at pools?
Not as often as you'd think.
So you also worked in a pool that wasn't in a bad. If you were.
There'd probably be a lot of goggle raids. Dude, well, you want to talk about living in a bad area? One of the things that we have to fucking worry about over here is at the goddamn gas stations. These junkies have learned that if you break open the valve where you put air into your fucking tire, it makes like a perfect. I'm not sure if it's perfect, but you can use that as a pipe to like smoke fucking crack or meth in or something. So junkies are just out here busting up the fucking air pump things to get like a little metal piece so they can smoke with it.
How bad of a degenerate do you have to be to try to smoke out of your fucking car part?
Not even fucking tried that first. It's something that they broke.
Yeah, but somebody had to try it for the first time. Why don't we know the people who try these things?
It's probably.
It should be in a goddamn book.
I mean, yeah, probably. I mean, there probably are books that have just been filling, like, it's just filled with shit that, like, junkies do. That's, like, kind of like genius engineering. You know? Same with prison. It's like the shit people create in prison.
I think the guy who discovered milk was an alcohol. I think he had to have been. Go up and start molesting cattle and then finding out they produce milk and being willing to drink it.
Yeah.
To drink white stuff that just came out of a beef to eat.
I don't know. I think you probably were, like, starving and you're like, this bit. Like,
I choose to believe he was an alcoholic. Fuck you.
You want to believe that he was an alcoholic?
Yeah, don't make it sad.
Why would he be an alcoholic?
Because how else are you going to fucking molest an animal to the point that it produces milk?
Dude, we definitely discovered milk, like, before, like, any language that was spoken, like, we discovered milk very early on. Yeah, and
no, because it took us a while to domesticate it. We didn't do that very quick. We did dogs before we did cattle.
Yeah, but even still, after we had domesticated animals, we still had, like, how long of a history before that?
Significant amount of time where they weren't drinking milk.
Sure.
Yeah, they were drunk. Dude, what do you think cavemen did? There had to be a plant that they chewed to get themselves high.
I think so. I think it was more of like, yeah, they were finding like things that like natural insecticides like nicotine, and they were probably smoking that. Doing it, probably. I mean, maybe
imagine
they found
living
like
before they discovered fire.
Living before they discovered fire.
That would be hell.
That would actually be hell on earth. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of them fucking did freeze to death.
It'd probably be like 50.
Dude, life back then must have been so brutal, but also you got to think that they probably weren't. I don't know, probably not a lot, because you have to, because like animals don't really think to kill themselves.
You know what I learned recently? Guess what continent has the highest suicide rate?
North America? Really?
Yeah, I learned like every country with the highest suicide rate. It's not.
Holy shit!
All the poorest countries, yeah, 15%. 15% of people kill.
Just because life is so fucking rough. It
sucks so bad.
And I guess if you live in the desert and like water is a luxury, yeah, you probably just take yourself out.
I was like, I bet Japan has a pretty high suicide rate. I bet it's in the top 10. Oh, didn't even scratch the top 10.
Really? Nobody's talking about
first world
African
country.
suicides.
No first world country. Top 10.
That's crazy. That is fucking crazy. I didn't know that. I honestly thought it was going to be in Asia. I really thought it was going to be like China, Japan. Yeah, they monk out. Asian people kill themselves wildly. They like drive their car into a fucking forest and just hang themselves.
Some of them do. Some of them just jump out their fucking office building.
That is true.
That's why Asian suicide's gone down, because they put up nets.
Yeah, all those fucking nets outside of fucking All
On
senators
a bridge
and
that has net. In New
uh,
York, there's just a giant bridge that I drew. Beside nets.
really? That's so fucking funny. Why wouldn't they? I
How
mean,
many? If you're like a town manager, how many suicides do you think it takes for you're like, fuck, we'll get the nets?
dude, if I was a town manager, I wouldn't care.
Yeah, but
It
you'd
would
be
only have
pressured
to be
into
until
you'd be pressured into caring, dude.
yeah, it would be pressured. I'd have to get
I bet
pressured
it'd
by
be like
people to
10
be like,
suicides at the same place before you have to do something about it.
yeah, over a course of like 5 years.
But if it's like, how many in the same year it started happening? How many do you think it takes for it gets put up?
I think probably 3 in 1 year because the first one you can, oh whatever, shit like that happens. A second one, you're like, that's weird.
Got
That
us
they both,
twice.
they do it a third time. You have to do something about it.
Yeah,
You got to be like,
if it's that quickly.
yeah, yeah. If it's like within a year, it's like, didn't someone just kill themselves on the bridge? Yeah, and then someone did it again today.
Yeah, and there was one like wasn't it 3 months ago?
You're like, fuck, we got to put nets on this
now
fucking bridge.
I'm just drawn to jump. They put a net.
What if
Yes.
this mayor was like was like denying? He's like, we will not put nets up
They
on these
changed
fucking
their
things.
slogan to "Home of the Suicide Bridge."
Yeah, they're like, this is America. You can kill yourself here if you
Whatever
would like.
you want. I don't care.
Who are we to say
We're not going to
no?
help you with it, but we're not going to stop you.
But no, just I'm imagining like in his like discretionary budget, like he doesn't have enough money for nets.
He takes it from public housing.
No, so he doesn't have the money, but he doesn't want to say his administration is broke. So he just has to vehemently deny. Like he's like, why do we even want these fucking pussies kicking around? If they're gonna kill themselves in our town, they're not even pulling their weight. Fuck them. And this mayor's like, oh my god, dude.
Everyone's like, what the fuck is
they
going
find
on?
out we're broke, I'm gone. If I don't get reelected,
It's
I'm
just
gone.
extreme elitist.
Then that's when you just lean right.
Fuck,
Like all these fucking pussy
Pussy
liberals
ass
are
bitches
killing
killing
themselves. And they want
themselves.
me to spend money on the nets, and then half the town's like, yeah, actually, that's bullshit. You shouldn't have to.
Yeah, we'll pay for the gasoline. They can monk out on their way down.
There's nothing that infuriates me more, dude, than when you have generationally poor and eternally stupid people who like
Sitting on a couch with one of them right now.
constantly defend the actions of politicians
I don't understand
because of they are their same part. I'm speaking
Oh my god.
only of poor Republicans who like get angry whenever somebody is getting like assistance from the government, and it's like, dude, you are the poorest person I've ever met in my life.
to take
You live in the middle of fucking nowhere. Why are you complaining about? Why do you think this guy making $3 billion this year is a good thing?
They refuse to take handouts. They're super fucking.
Dude, it blows my mind. You guys are setting the poverty level. You guys are actively lowering the bar, and you are shitting on other like. It is so laughable how far gone these people are to be like, yeah, if I were to liquidate
let's not
all of
shit
my
on the poor anymore.
all of my shit, it'd be $7,500. But no,
Let's stop
Trump
shitting on
needs
the
more
poor.
money. I'm not shitting on the poor. I'm shitting on stupid people, and stupid people tend to be poor.
I know, so you end up shitting on the poor.
It's not even shitting on the dude. I'm poor. I'm poor,
Yeah,
and
but
it's
you're not
situationally.
Trump poor.
Yeah, that is true. But that's what I'm saying. People
Not Trump poor,
people
but
who
I'm
are
still poor.
destitute like that, and then they still fucking like, they're like, no, we need everything in this country set up perfectly. It's a people take handouts. That's the problem. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, that people not drug testing for fucking food stamps is what's dragging this country down. Linda, thanks, fucking idiot.
Drugs you have to test positive for or deny.
No, that's the thing. Is that people want like drug tests. So
Hey, what drug
or,
test do you think
like,
you have to be
disability
like? You don't get food stamps. Heroin.
What drugs?
Yeah.
Okay, well, if you think about it,
If you want to stop the drug epidemic, this is how you have to do it. You have to be kind of assertive. You want to eat?
no, dude, if you really wanted to stop the fucking drug epidemic, you would
Shoot.
shut down the borders. Yeah, and it's just too much. And the government even acknowledges it. They're like, that's why TSA could give a fuck about weed now.
Yeah.
People are just straight up trafficking weed through the airport, and TSA's like, we were told not to do anything about this, so go on.
Yeah, who cares? Weed.
I was flying with a lady, and she had a bag of popcorn, and I think it was like 800 milligrams. She got it
She
from
ate
a
it all?
dispensary, and she was just no, she didn't eat all. She ate like half of it on the plane
Pussy.
from Utah to back to Columbus.
Utah, they allowed pot?
No, but we all flew in from California.
Oh, Las
yeah,
Vegas.
Vegas.
Pot? It has to be.
I think so. That'd be cool.
Anywhere else has it.
I'm waiting for.
That has legal prostitution.
Well, it's not the entire state.
Well, I mean, yeah. It's not even on a Native American reservation.
No, or in the hood. There's
It's still illegal on those
Prostitution
places.
is alive and well here. It's just not fucking advertised. Talked about.
Columbus, it should
yeah,
be
yeah.
talked about. There's prostitution everywhere.
Prostitution and human trafficking is a
I
really
was
big
mainly
problem.
talking about human trafficking for Columbus. Huge problem.
I know. We should
Dude, my
just.
mom worked at Kohl's, and people would just weird old men would come in and just buy a 48 pack. That's so fucked. You can't do anything about that. You can't report them or anything.
Well, you can. It's just against the law. You could
It's
bludgeon
exactly.
him.
Yeah,
you could
my
bludgeon him.
fucking, how old was my mom? 52-year-old mom or whatever. She think I fucking. I doubt it.
Yeah, I believe she had it in her.
I don't.
You could definitely do it.
Probably.
How many human traffickers do you think you could bludgeon to death in an hour?
They're kind of squirrely, dude.
They are kind of squirrely. The hardest part for you is going to be actually getting your hands on them. But once you do, it's just you're like get it down to like a science. Like fishermen, how they like kill the fucking crab and throw it in the boat. You like grab them, snap their neck, punch them in the throat, dislodge their fucking their windpipe, and be like, "You're gonna die.
You're gonna die.
Gonna catch the next one."
Onto like the Proud Boys versus Antifa.
We should. And it was kind of in Black Mirror, but I think we should do it. If since you got me thinking about setting up like Proud Boys versus Antifa, what if we got two groups of people in society that nobody fucking liked at all? Obviously, one of them is gonna be like pedophiles. The other one is a rapist, and we have them just beat each other to death.
Kind of a fun fight to watch rape.
Yeah, or watch two pedophiles fight each other. That'd be a good one. Because pedophiles, most of the
The
time,
loser loses your testicles.
the loser gets beaten to death. The
No, they don't
winner,
get beat to death.
the winner gets tossed.
No, then you want to win.
The loser gets tossed.
Oh, sure. Honestly, who gets tossed? And
The winner, we hang the winner.
no, they get to keep their testicles. That's their reward.
We're gonna let pedophiles keep their testicles.
We just make them keep fighting until they die. Come on.
Yeah, just keep tossing them in
Like the
ring.
Coliseum.
Yeah.
They get to play with themselves as long as they survive fighting.
We'll have like a dog cage, and we'll let dogs out, and just wait until this pedophile backs up into the cage, and just be like, all right, now when you're fighting again, we'll come and move the dog. So just stay here, even for like 9 days.
Down in food and water occasionally.
Yeah, just piss on them.
Piss on them.
We can piss. Yeah, we can piss on a pedophile. Who cares? You know, there's like
Who's gonna
activists.
stop me from pissing on a pedophile?
Who's gonna stop us?
There's a fucking registry of where to find them.
There's
online.
also like human rights groups that are now starting to take a look, and they're like kind of defending pedophilia. Dude, there's no quicker way for
Which
me
one?
to. A lot of them in Europe. Because those fucking fruitcakes.
Fuck Europe,
Those countries, we need to reset those countries. We need to mix up the borders.
Europeans coming in here get fucked. I don't want your pedophile loving asses.
Yeah.
Get fucked.
No, and now pedophiles are trying to change the common used term for them because pedophile has a bad connotation as it should.
It should have a worse. We should call them little boy fuckers.
Yeah.
Little girl fuckers.
Kid fuckers.
More appropriate.
They
Kid
want
fuckers.
to be called MAPs, minor attracted people.
They want to be called. I'm gonna beat the living shit out of you if you tell me to
Yeah.
call you a map on the street.
Put the
If
maps
anyone ever
on a
tells me
map.
to call them a map, I'm gonna beat the shit out of them.
Put maps on a map. Print that map out. Bring a hammer.
Yeah, I wouldn't even want a hammer.
You just beat him to death with your hands.
That's my very.
I'd probably. Well, okay.
Fine, I'll put a key in my hand so it's quick.
Okay. Now listen. Do you know about those pedophile communities where they all live? If we were tasked by the government, they're like, you need to go clear out. There are 100 pedophiles that live in here. You need to kill every single one of them. How would we do it?
A little fun self-defense trick. If you have a bunch of keys and you throw them at someone,
Here we go.
they're gonna dodge out of the way. But if you keys between your fingers, kind of like claws, you're really gonna fuck them up for life. Just a fun self-defense tip.
You'll probably get that key
You'd
like a
kill
half
someone
inch
like
to an inch into
I
them,
do.
like stabbing them over and over again.
Yeah, I could kill someone like that
It'd
easy.
get exhausting, but
It's a self-defense.
I think stabbing pedophiles in the stomach.
Honestly, what we're trying to speed run.
Not a speed
Or
run,
is it just
but we
like-
have to go in there. So obviously we can't just burn them down, or if we start shooting, they're all going to run away. So we have to like break into each house quietly and murder them.
You're gonna be angels of death.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How sick is this question?
It's so much fun.
I know.
How would I kill him?
What tools would we
In
bring?
progressively fun ways.
Progressively fun ways? You wouldn't think of just the most efficient way to get these people out?
They all have different perversions. Obviously, the first thing you slit their throat, not long enough for them to bleed out, but just so you cut their vocal. Obviously, so they can't really scream or anything. Or no, better yet, we just drug them on, and then we.
Yeah.
That's some bad way to kill it.
Yeah, you probably bludgeon.
No,
You
no.
probably pop them on their head while they're sleeping to keep them out, and then
Ah.
you just poke them full of holes.
Inject them with whatever Dexter used. Kill his victims and that. Piss them up a lot. Best way to kill a pedophile, and that's how I would do it.
Yeah, I'm with you
I
on
just
that.
answered the question perfectly. You have any disagreements, or come fight me in the street?
Yeah, if you're a pedophile, come find me, Michael. We'll tear your ass up.
Yeah, come fight me in the street.
We'll come over here with your little out of shape body.
I'm a minor attractive person.
Yeah,
No, you're a
fat
fucking
arms.
kid fucker.
Have you seen the videos? Oh, dude, I think I sent it to you maybe, but they told this
They enrage me.
they told this pedophile to come. They're like, hey, I'm 12. Meet me at this Walmart. And this, you just see the fucking dude walking around with like a Powder Puff Girl shirt on that's like 3 sizes too small.
They do shit like that all the time.
Dude, there is one where the guy, he kept getting in his face with the camera, and the pedophile was like, "Get out of my face! Get out of my face! I don't consent to this." And the guy was like, "Fuck you, dude. We have your chat on." And then the pedophile pushes him.
Yeah.
Dude,
The shit beat out of him?
instantly. It's jumped by like 3 people. I mean, they were waiting for this pedophile
Yeah,
to
the
fucking
freak,
swing.
yeah.
Dude, the camera guy even just puts the camera down and starts. You just hear whoop, 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 whoop. Like, oh, and then you hear him just, and then he like runs away. He's like, "Help! They're beating me." But
He would not be able to run away.
But the thing is that when you attack someone in public, you instantly are the bad guy.
Dude, if I get pushed and then I'm going into a fight with a pedophile, if they don't immediately run, punch him in the stomach. Get away.
No.
Why the fuck would you go for some? Why would you punch him in the back? No, hit him in the vitals so they can't run.
Yeah, or punch him in the back of the
They're
head.
the
So
worst
you like
people ever.
you like stun them and like they fall down, and then you sit on them until the cops get there. Sit on their head.
Just beat the living shit out of them.
I kind
But
of
we want them to go to prison so they get raped.
Yeah.
Don't kill pedophiles. We're pro beating them.
Unless you're listening to this in prison. In that case, y'all know.
You're already doing
Yeah,
God's
y'all
work.
know what you guys signed up for. You guys
Doing
know
God's work.
they punched their ticket. They're waiting for the ride.
They want a ball chaser tattoo on their forehead.
Ball chaser?
Yeah, I feel like prisoners have to give the bitches.
I don't know if you know this or not, but prisoners, whenever they do catch like a fucking pedophile or whatever, I've seen a couple instances where they tattoo their victim's name on their forehead.
They do shit like that all the time.
Yeah, they're like Casey's revenge.
They'll tattoo boobs on people's back. Real sick shit.
That's so funny. So you can look at boobs when you bend this guy over and fucking rape his ass.
Yeah. That's what they do. They do real sick shit in prison.
And
I'm all for it.
That's so funny. And the guards,
Imagine getting out of... Dude, some of the guards tell them...
they don't care either. The guards will
tell
set them up.
Like, you know that guy over there in cell? He touched little kids.
Yeah, you know what his charge is for? Yeah.
Oh, what's it for?
It's for he was touching a 6 and a 9-year-old boy.
I wonder
How does that make you feel? Guy who's been in this cage for 27 years.
Does
that make you a little upset?
I have a question. Do you think that prison gangs, they would, like, the whites get upset if the Hispanics killed one of the white pedophiles, or do you think it's fair game?
I think, okay, with the race war in prison, it's all just for strength and numbers. They're all insecure about getting attacked constantly, and they just want respect. So that's why it breaks down by race like that in prison. But pedophiles are below. They're like,
so anyone can jump a pedophile.
Prisoners respect the guards more than they do pedophiles. They respect like bugs and rats and shit in there more than they respect pedophiles.
So anyone can fuck up a pedophile. It's not for just a race.
Dude, I've seen prison videos where a guy killed a rat and he got jumped.
Yeah, dude, prisoners are weird.
Yeah. No, it was some weird rule where it's like that was the cell mouse and you killed him.
You know how Mike Tyson found out that he could box? Someone killed one of his pigeons and he beat the shit out of him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Fuck with people's animals. Dude. Get upset, especially if they're Mike Tyson.
If someone hurt one of my cats or my dog, dude, it would be fucking game over.
You're Mike Tyson.
I would, yeah. You just break their jaw, rip their teeth out. Like, I need this more than you do.
Break someone's jaw.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Use the weapon.
For maybe not just my arms, but my legs. Yeah, I for sure could. We're on a good trajectory with the podcast right now with talking about all these beatings because I'm really into it. I love watching people just get the...
He loves map.
It's kind of refreshing.
Caleb is pro map.
No, we're not pro map.
I'm not pro map. I hate maps.
We live in a world now where motherfuckers can just run their mouths without any consequences, and to see consequences be brought to people for doing some fuck shit, there's nothing greater than that.
You can call me the consequence.
Michael he's basically like karma personified.
We need a giant, it's pedophile, it's not me, it's just a mentally challenged giant person, and then we can call them the consequence, and we can just send them to beat up pedophiles. I'm smart enough not to get in trouble, and I know. Oh, so I'm gonna get...
Okay, this is what we'll do, okay?
I'm not beating up pedophiles.
No, I have a way better idea, okay? So this is what we'll do. We'll trap these pedos, right? And we'll say, we have your chat log. We pretend to be 8. We were the 8-year-old. You were talking to, you sick fuck. So this is what we're going to do. You're going to consent to a boxing match with gloves on against Michael. And since it's consensual, you can't call the police. So you won't be able to get in any trouble. And we do 3 rounds, 4 minutes a round, and you just whoop the shit out of this pedophile. And then we still release the chat logs. So you just get to rock pedophiles with no consequences. You don't have consequences. All you get is I give you gloves and say, hey, you see that tubby out of shape 50-year-old? You get to kick the shit out of him. And you get to feel good about yourself after. Because look at his chat logs. Remember this guy?
I'd read his chat logs beforehand. And I'd just
read them in
get,
the car
I'd
like
get
they're
ready.
fucking scripture.
Be like Eminem. I'd play Eminem in the background
Listen
reading
to
it. I'd be the
fucking-
most dangerous person you've ever met for about 15 minutes after that.
Kendrick and Drake rap beef songs. You're just like, I'm gonna tear this
That motherfucker should
apart.
die.
Yeah.
Him and Weinstein should be locked in a cell and fucked until they die.
That's all you need. That's all you need is to listen to that, and then you
Fucking
get out of the
hell,
fucking.
man.
You pop out the van, bro. You see that pedophile run up. Yeah, exactly. And then we put that on our Patreon, dude. You don't think we're gonna get like 15,000 people who are like, I'm signing up for that Patreon?
I'm signing up to watch this
fight
pedophile get
pedophiles,
beat
dude.
to
They
death.
have a comedy podcast and they fight pedophiles.
And it's not even really a fight.
It's not a fight, and it has nothing to do with the podcast. This is
It's
a
just
completely
him.
separate project.
It's just his passion project, from what I've heard.
Yeah, this is just passion project. Michael likes to crush skulls, and he chose pedos. It's a very respectable profession to go down. He chases and beats pedophiles.
No, I'd want it to be in a ring. I don't want to have to run around.
No, it'd obviously be behind like supermarkets and
Because
shit.
then they can run around.
Dude, don't worry. I'll have a cattle prod and make sure you
No, I
guys
need
stay
them
into a
in
fucking ring.
a confined area. I'm not going to be chasing people around. Fuck that.
What if I took like a can of spray paint and I just did like a big square on the
You'd
ground?
get out of it.
Cattle prod.
You're not going to be running around. No prodding.
Do you think this guy would run outside of the square and like run down the street with boxing gloves on, dude? That's insane. His hands are tied up. You know how hard it is to get boxing gloves off? You need a second person.
Have to be in the grass too. I'm not crippling anyone for life.
You don't want to cripple them?
I don't want to cripple.
You want to paralyze them? God gave you a gift. Your gift was to take away people's ability to walk.
You're making me wear gloves, so we're out for safety.
Well, we're going so you don't get charged with murder. I'm trying to protect you. I was saying when we were getting in the car, it's like I need you, you need me, dude. You would kill these people. I'm making sure you don't go to jail and you make money. I'm your manager, bro.
Dude, I still can't believe they brought out like a fucking punching bag yesterday outside. Where the fuck? What the fuck was that? I've never seen that bullshit in my
This is how
life.
you know you live in the hood. There's just 4 guys chilling outside of a fucking car that's not even turned on. They're drinking, what was it?
Vodka Tito's.
Yeah, they were drinking, they had a handle
Orange soda.
an orange soda, and they had one of those pop-up fucking punching bags that they were all just taking turns swinging on. It
With
was
joints
fucking
in their
insane.
mouths. They were chasing a baby goose earlier. Really wanted the geese parents to fuck him up, but they didn't catch him.
I wanted Michael to go out and fight. He could have taken.
There were
like
4 large people out there. Not me large, or not as tall or big. It's worked on.
Gotta wake up.
But no, I couldn't take 4 of them, I don't think.
I think you could have. I think if we went out there, you could have bodied the first 2, and then it would have been 2-on-2. It would have been. They wouldn't have stood a chance.
1-on-4, dude. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, because I'm out there with the camera, but recording
Killing
for the Patreon.
I'm afraid I'd get stabbed in your neighborhood.
Well, if we were serious about this, if I saw a knife pop out, I would have brought the toolie, and I would have wop 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 wop.
Can you imagine? He agreed to.
He agreed
But
to
then
fight.
he pulled out a weapon.
He pulled out a
shot
weapon
him to
because
death.
yeah, and then so I lit him up, officer. He's a pedophile. He worked for the Navy.
Look at what he
Send him to jail for 40 years.
actually worked for Guantanamo Bay. Medical director.
Dude, I'm glad they fucking. I wish they would have shot him. I wish all the cops would have reloaded. Oh, and I checked. I looked at the police report. He was pulling. It was a gun. He was pulling out a gun. It was 1,000% a gun. They recovered a gun.
He was
off of his
going
dead body.
to a hotel room to meet a mother selling her 9 and 12-year-old out for sex. So he deserved to be shot 1,000 times all over his body. He should have holes all over his body, and then we should keep him alive, and then just shove things in the holes, dicks and shit.
You know, we should maybe bring back. Do you remember the wooden thing you put your arms and head into, and you just
Yeah.
Why don't we just build
Stocks.
Why don't we build stocks out of just metal and we put them in the desert? We just leave people in there. Yeah, I know.
You know how hot the metal would get?
Yeah, dude, it would cook you. And then if you didn't die at like when it was at its hottest, it'd get really fucking cold. So you'd freeze. You'd wake up and it would be fucking. You'd get hot again, just hot and cold, and then
You know what they did with?
What?
You know how you sail when you're on a car?
Yeah.
You use your legs. So, and they were like, "Oh, you're still fucking alive." and they just but you couldn't push forward. So one of the things with they pierce his side, going to break his tree is
Jesus Christ.
yeah, exactly that guy.
Yeah. And then they put him in a tomb.
And then the two on either side of him, they were like, they're still alive. Break their fucking legs.
Just break their fucking legs.
They died gasping for breath with two broken legs, nailed to a fucking tree.
That is crazy.
That's one of the worst ways
It's
to
kind
go.
of trippy to
And
see.
they leave you out there. They don't.
It's such a horrific way to die. Why do Christians like worship the cross?
The symbol of God's suffering for us.
That's why. So every time you look at it, you're supposed to be reminded of like Jesus suffering on the cross for our sins.
Why do you think I feel guilty all the time?
You feel guilty that Jesus got crucified?
Yeah, dude. That's what. When you're a child and you learn that the person who's the reason you get to go to heaven died on a fucking cross, and they all say it's because of your sin. The Catholic Church and Christians.
But you weren't even alive, Mike.
Yeah, but he did it for me in the future. That type of shit. And it gets to you. My mom said when I was a child, up a little bit.
That you were the reason why Jesus was
Yeah, it's
crucified?
like what you're doing right now is why Jesus was crucified. I was like, Jesus Christ, Mom.
What the fuck kind
What
of
the
crazy
fuck do you
shit
say
is that to say to your fucking kid?
Dude, my
God damn,
childhood
yeah.
was weird, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
I mean,
I'm out of the jungle.
religion is like the last form of like abuse that you can use on your children that's like widely accepted.
I mean,
100%.
it's a really good way to get kids to behave. Teenagers.
Until they revolt and they're like, God's not real. I'm getting drunk and high.
If one of your kids
I'm hanging out with girls.
how many times has this happened? Like they're raised in like a really religious household and they become like a Satanist. I wonder how many times the Satan parents.
Probably a
Dude,
lot
you know
more
how
than
often
people think.
you know how often exorcisms are just fucking casually done? What the fuck is that?
Yeah,
A kid with
exorcisms.
epilepsy can be forced to kneel for 2 days while people chant around them doing holy water. What the fuck?
Or, I mean, like, even
Don't
more.
do that.
Even more wild is gay conversion camps where parents will send their kids to the gayest place on earth to try to
Dude,
get
that's
them
kinda
to
funny.
not be gay. It is funny, but people still do that shit today.
I know.
That happens. That's happening right now. Kids are sucking and fucking at concentration or not concentration camps, gay conversion camps right now.
Concentration camps.
Those
Not allowed to do that no more.
yeah, you gotta call them. You gotta call them
Call them
different
what
things.
they are, conversion camps.
Yeah, for the gays.
What do we call the Japanese ones? Internment camps?
Yeah.
That's just,
Yeah, and I think it was.
they weren't as bad though, so shut the fuck up, Germany.
It wasn't as bad.
Hey, Germany, shut the fuck up.
America-
You did World War II, bitches.
Dude, when that happened, America spazzed so hard to like every Japanese, for every Asian
Dude,
person,
that's terrifying.
lock them
How
up.
quickly we did that.
And how quickly
Dude,
everyone
after
was
Pearl
like,
Harbor,
everyone was like on
yeah,
board
fuck
with it.
them. Get them in the cage.
Yeah.
Dude, they're
Make sure they're
neighbors.
Americans.
They're like, yeah, dude, they're hiding in there. They're not. Make sure they're fucking bleeding red, white, and blue. Because we didn't say that. This has been. We didn't say that.
Yeah, we should probably
All
go.
use is up to you. Long podcast. I love you guys.
Enjoy.